What's up, guys? Archie Lowe back again with another video, and in today's segment we are going to get a little vulnerable, a little sensitive, a little in-depth of why I've been absent from the platform for these certain amount of weeks and exactly what's been going on in my personal life, because I need your help. I need some kind of way to understand what the hell is going on in my life right now. How can I fix it? Because I do not have all the answers. So I'm relying on you all, my subscribers, my friends, my supporters, to help me figure this thing out. And I assure you, this is not clickbait. This is not some kind of way to get you to click on the video. Like, this is a real thing. This is a real problem. I'm going about it in a kind of humble, melancholy attitude, but I'm really stressed out about it. Like, I have absolutely no idea what to do, how to handle this. Please excuse the cat bells in the background. I have Shiloh, Altair, and Zara all in the room, running around, fighting each other. So if you hear the bells, I apologize. That's just, you can't really control cats. So we all know my girlfriend Wendy, and her parents' apartment was robbed recently. A lot of money was taken out of it, a lot of personal belongings, and it's just been a really stressful transition to, you know, get that money back and deal with lawyers and detectives and police officers and the whole shebang, really. And it was especially stressful for me because, you know, obviously because, you know, that's my girlfriend, that's her family. I consider myself a friend of the family, helping them out when I can. But with that whole issue, I'm thinking, okay, well, their house just got robbed. In that same day, their restaurant was robbed. So they need some kind of support, some kind of backbone, someone to help talk them through and get them through this trial. But, you know, my efforts were not reciprocated, and that really hurt me because we got the call that the house had been broken into around 1 o'clock. Wendy stayed out till 4 in the morning. I helped the family between 1 and 9 o'clock. And the reason why Wendy and I had split up is because Wendy's father wanted to go get one of his friends to help fix one of the doors that needed repairing that got broken into. I offered my services as I had been doing that entire day. Excuse me. And I was told to my face, Wendy was told to her face, that I could not go because her father did not want his friend to know that his daughter was dating a black man. And I'm gonna let that breathe because you know, being that Wendy and I have been together for a really long time now, and all the things that I have done for the family, mind you, I do not expect anything in return, but you know, I've done a lot, I've sacrificed a lot, I've done a lot of things where I really couldn't do it, but I was just like, I'll try to figure something out, all to be told that I can't be seen, I can't be known about because of the color of my skin. That's something that I'm still trying to not even figure it out. I'm trying to get over it. I'm trying to talk to him about it, but I mean, it's almost like talking to a brick wall. So yeah, that's problem 1. Problem 2 and 3 are gonna match up, unfortunately, very well together because it's finances and also Uber and Lyft. I made a previous video, I think 2, about, you know, should you drive for Uber and Lyft, and I said myself, I was like, yo, do not do this as a full-time job. Do it part-time, do it a little bit, don't overexert yourself. But me myself, I have no choice because I was fired from a job, and unexpectedly fired from a job, and each and every single job that I have applied to is either not hiring or, you know, the pay is just not what I'm used to, and the pay sometimes is even a slap in the face. But driving for Uber and Lyft has to be by far the worst thing I have ever done in my life. It is the most stressful thing I've ever had to deal with. It is the most inconsistent thing ever. Like, days like today, February 9th, 2018, when I'm recording this video, I went out today for about 3 hours, and I made like $50. And I know a lot of you guys, you know, are working your minimum wage jobs, and you're like, yo, you know, we don't really make that. And trust me, like, that's not something I'm complaining about. But, you know, I'm 22 years old. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment by myself. My mother does not live with me. I have a 2016 car that is extremely expensive because of my age, and, you know, insurance, and it's a lot going on top of all of my other bills, such as rent, groceries, feeding 4 pets, feeding myself, clothes, camera equipment, expenses, and everything. So it's a lot to take on to, you know, it's basically, I do a lot of work for little money. And it's like every time I get paid, my money has to go to bills, and it's always bills. And trust me, I know this is an ongoing problem with everybody in the real world, but for me, I just want to get it off of my chest, because I don't talk about, I don't talk about my, you know, financial struggles or my problems at all, really. You know, my friends ask me about it, I'm like, oh no, I'm cool, I'm good. I'm really not good, but I just don't feel comfortable really telling anybody about what I go through, because I feel like I'm gonna get looked at a certain way. I feel like I would let certain people down. I feel like a lot of people within my inner circle expect a lot from me, and for me mentally, it's just, I don't like to let other people down. I don't like to, you know, be the complainer. But this is really like a big problem that's been going on recently in my life. Really ever since I lost that job. And it's not like, you know, I'm not applying for any jobs. Like, I apply for at least like 5 jobs in a week, you know, and I'll either receive nothing, receive an email saying that the position that I wanted got filled, and they'll put me on some kind of waiting list, or, sorry about that, that was my cousin. But yeah, like, it's just really difficult of a thing. Like, it's really difficult for me right now, which is why I've been absent from YouTube, because I'm not only trying to, you know, get my life together, I'm trying, I'm not even at a point where a job would suffice. I'm at a point where I need a career. I need something tangible to do for a certain amount of years, and not something that's just going to hold me down for now. Like, driving Uber and Lyft, of course, obviously, that is not something that I imagine myself doing 10 years from now, you know. Even when I was working at that old dealership that I was employed at, that's not something I imagine myself working at for a really, really long time. I was there for 2 years, but I mean, the money was really good. I could not only afford my bills, but I could pay all my bills and still have money left over to go do all the things that I wanted to do. Whereas now, frankly, I bust my ass on a regular basis to basically receive a slap in the face of a paycheck. And I don't know, like, I come home all the time and I'm angry, and Winnie's like, oh babe, what's wrong, and I'm like, I don't even want to talk about it because it's so bothersome, you know. And I don't like for her to see me at a weak or vulnerable point. But making this video right now mentally is helping me a lot, because now I can finally just get it off of my chest. And mind you guys, hopefully, you know, me verbally saying all of my problems are helping you in a way. basically what I want to say is hopefully everything I'm saying is making sense, because I really do want you guys to help, because I don't have all the answers. So the purpose of this video is not for me to give you advice. I'm asking you for advice because I am in a space where I really do not know what to do. I've went as far as to doing the one thing that I always told myself I would not do, and that is being in a point where I will literally accept anything just to have some kind of stability. You know, like when I go to Indeed, snag a job, or just Google what jobs in my area are hiring, there's really nothing but fast food, Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell for crew member, or and that's just like, I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts a long time ago, and I always told myself when I left Dunkin' Donuts that I would never go back to the food industry, because I was there for 3 years and I just got basically slap in the face paychecks. There was one time, and this isn't Dunkin' Donuts the entire franchise, but I worked at a Dunkin' Donuts that was a separate franchise that one guy owned, and I literally, like, I lie to you not, I cannot make this up. My older brother Alex used to work there with me, and he can tell you the same thing. I was what's called a shift leader, and I worked for a consecutive 14 days straight, no days off, from 5 a.m. to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. When my paycheck was in my account, it was $300. And that was the day when I was just like, you know what, I'm done. So, when I see all these jobs online, I'm like, yo, I told myself I'm never going to do food again. I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do that. I'm really at a point now when I'm just like, yo, like, I will literally just do anything now, because I despise Uber and Lyft so much at this point. I can go out for a consecutive 5 hours non-stop, and one day I can make $200. If I go out the very next day for the same amount of hours in the same exact place and possibly pick up the same people, I guarantee you, and I have the proof on my phone, it's in my statistics, it's in my ratings, I have made $20. And the money is just not consistent. The commercials, I don't know if they're lying, I don't know if they're lying to everybody else about this $1,500 a week, but they definitely lied to me. And that's just not something I would recommend. I would not recommend this life to anybody. I would not wish my current standing, my current status on my worst enemy. Like, that is how strongly I feel about it. And yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys can help me out in the comments section, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, just really any help would do. And and Wendy can tell you, my brother can tell you, my own mother could tell you, I hate asking people for help. I'm one of those guys that's like, if I'm not gonna do it, like, I'm one of those guys that's like, if I can't do it or get it on my own, I don't want it. I really hate the handouts. I really hate the hand-me-down, or, oh, Mike, it's okay. Like, I'd rather handle my own problems. But this specifically is it's tearing me up, because I come home angry. Like, I on the weekends when all my friends are out and getting drinks, going to clubs, going to the mall, or just going out for drives and stuff, I can't do that because I'm literally dead broke, like broke as a joke. And when I go out and try to make money, there's no money to be made, so I'm out in DC, Maryland, or somewhere in Virginia wasting gas. And I mean, it's just a lot going on. I got a lot of bills, expensive bills, and all the money that I make goes directly to them. There's absolutely no money in my pocket for me personally, and I just don't know what to do. So right now the topics at hand are, my girlfriend's father is I'm not even gonna say probably, like he might be racist. Financial struggles, job search, Uber and Lyft. If you guys have any kind of insight, any kind of knowledge, any kind of advice, it would be and will be greatly appreciated. Yeah, I'm not even going to do the outro when it's like, if you like this video, blah, 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 blah. But share the video and tell everybody to subscribe so that way my voice can go out to the masses and, you know, just get a lot of advice from a lot of different people. And, yeah, subscribe for more content. I'll be in the house making videos all the time now. And, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your advice. It is greatly appreciated. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all next time.